All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, the great millstone, who teach and rule well. And salutations to the Yakim out there laboring at the hopeful elect that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. And pretty much, the feds rolling out their new system called Fed Now. And they're systematically rolling it out, and pretty much, you got these different analysts that are giving their pretty much their take on what's going on. And this particular analyst is Greg Manorino. Pretty much, I watch a lot of his videos, and he gets to the gist of everything that's going on, and pretty much this video is titled "Fed Preparing for New System Rollout." As expected, smaller bank assets now going on sale. And what's meaning by that is that the bigger banks are pretty much buying up the smaller bank assets, pretty much pennies on the dollar, and they're pretty much, they're buying short, which means that they're undercutting the price of it and just getting it on pretty much a fire sale. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this video, and he gets into it, and pretty much, when you go into that word system or systematic, pull it up real quick. It's done or acting according to a fixed plan or system. Methodical, a systematic search of a whole city, but it's pretty much just giving it a little in the context though. But let's get the word methodical, okay? Done according to a systematic or established form of procedure. And it's pretty much going into what the big bankers are pretty much doing. This is a carefully crafted way of basically, bringing in this new system, and pretty much squeezing the blood out of the rock of the old system, which is this fiat currency, and going fully digital. Okay, you see, and let's get a few of these similarities of systematic, structured, methodical, which you already read that, organized, orderly, well ordered. New world order. Pretty much, this is the Great Reset. Planned, systemized. What's another one here? We got. They're trying to do this thing in an efficient manner. Efficient. All right. Especially of a system or machine, achieving maximum productivity with minimum wasted effort or expense. And pretty much, the unseen hand, that's pretty much at work, and pretty much really pulling the wool over the people's eyes, man, because there's a lot of people that are not in the know, pretty much, and given to distractions. But let's get a little bit into this video, all right, and then we're gonna pull some precepts.
Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Manorino. It is Wednesday, April 26th, 2023, and it's just beautiful. It's lovely. Let's start off with this. So, a phenomenon is occurring that you and I knew was going to happen. What am I talking about? It appears that these smaller regional banks, well, their assets are going on sale. And I'm going to give you one guess as to who's going to buy these assets. People, I'm laughing, but I shouldn't be laughing. The consolidation of the banking system is in full swing, and you're not allowed to know that's going on here. Again, this is a huge part of the new system that is going to be rolled out. They need fewer players involved. They need to pretty much extinguish the smaller banks and to somehow, obviously, make the too big to fails even bigger than they are. So
it's gonna be an ultimate monopoly, with these big banks. pretty much liquidating the smaller banks, these smaller regional banks, banks that you may have that are prominent pretty much in southeast or the southwest, or even the northeast or the northwest or the midwest. Pretty much these regional banks are being bought up, pennies on the dollar, like I said, by these bigger banks. And it's pretty much a way of funneling the system to get it more in a more formed or monopolized entity. You see, which is going to funnel into the Federal Reserve, pretty much the central bank. Okay.
I can promise you right now that the CEOs of the mega banks, they are spraying their shorts all over the place. They're going to be getting assets for next to nothing here. They already got the deposits that were being put in these smaller institutions. People, you and me, we have been so far ahead of the curve on this. Again, from at least 8 months ago, going on like 9 months ago, we discussed the issues with the banking sector. No deposits, no loans, no deals. Well, the big banks, they sure as heck got the deposits from the smaller institutions, and now they're absorbing their assets here. And they're going to get these things for pennies on the dollar. But what else would you expect? What else would you expect? It's going exactly as you and I would have expected it to go here. But watching it unfold after we speak about it is pretty amazing here. So that's a big thing that's going on here right now. Here's something else I think that's kind of important here. So with regard to these smaller banks and the issues that they're facing and we're facing here and still are facing. So Silicon Valley Bank, Powell, vomitous mess, Fed chairman, he admitted that from November, the Federal Reserve realized or knew that there was a problem with the smaller and regional institutions, SVB Bank in particular. However, it has now come to light that banking regulators apparently knew about the issues before that, but yet no action was taken. None. Well, why? Of course, we know.
And like the scripture says, man, that their strength is to sit still. Everybody pretty much is in cahoots and on board with this whole thing, man, within the banking system, okay? And this is a systematic way of basically throwing out the old and coming in with the new, which is the new digital the currency that's going to be coming out, okay? And it's pretty much going to be everybody's going to have to be subject to it, all right? It's going to be a new way of doing banking and business and acquisitions and selling, And we know that this is all part of that gradualism, man, which goes into the MOTB, man, which is a C-hip, man. Okay, that is the ultimate unveiling that's going to come down the pipeline very soon. But this pretty much is going to be rolled out with the Fed now. Is pretty much going to be rolled out according to them in this July. You see, so we're going to see pretty much a turn in events. Okay, that's going to pretty much lead into that. And there's always been times when they always mention something and it's pretty much been maybe a few months off or so. But rest assured, man, hey, it's gonna go down this year. Okay, all right, because this is the hot topic amongst these financial analysts. When they going into the way how the markets are being operated and going and what's being bought and sold and pretty much liquidated. They're on top of it, man. You see? We can also go into the scriptures with this, But let's get a scripture real quick because he was speaking about he should not be laughing, but he's not going to be laughing soon. All right? Let's get let's go to James chapter 5 verse 1. The misuse of riches. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl, for your miseries shall come upon you. And you know how the scriptures talk about, similar to Revelation 13:16, cause of all, both rich and poor. So you got people that are pretty much rich in this kingdom, Babylon the Great, that are not necessarily insiders, man, that are not necessarily getting their portion of the pie. This really also applies to them as well, you know, because you're going to have a lot of rich people that are going to pretty much lose everything, man, within the system, man. Okay, it's going to be beyond their control, okay, when it turns digital, okay, because now it's not being controlled by how you want the money to be allocated, or what kind of control you have over it. Okay, the control that you have over it will be monetized. It will be pretty much according to how they see fit. Okay, it's pretty much going to be out of your hands. All right, and it's going to be over the watchful eye of the elites, man. You see, it says, your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. And the riches are corrupted because what? Right, they're relying on what you want to call Federal Reserve notes, man. Okay, which is a corrupted form of currency, man. That's not backed by anything. Okay, you know, all it is a greenback. You see, green piece of paper. Once they deem it to be worth anything, not worth anything, then that's it, man. But it's corrupt, man, because that's not how you value money. Okay. Money is valued by precious metals, okay? You see, like gold and silver. You see? But it says, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. And pretty much, man, it's going to be an expiration date on any type of currency as you know it, man. You see? It's going to go all digital. You see? All right? But what? It's going to be, and the rust of them should be a witness against you, you know? And you people, a lot of you people are going to be found in that time when the Lord makes his inquisition of this place, found with stolen property, man. Okay? Assets that pretty much are tangible things that were intangible that you got by deceit, that you got by on the backs of the children of Israel. Okay? You're going to be caught red-handed with these things, man. You see? There's going to be a witness against you. And shall eat your flesh as if were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. You see, and people are amassing a lot of these treasures that these hedges, pretty much that they're trying to go into the cryptocurrency and thinking that they're gonna go ahead and go with this new way of system. You got you got China, Russia, and Brazil getting together with the BRICS. And they're doing their own little form of currency. And it's really just being at the death of the dollar at the end of the day. But what? At the end of the day, what? The central bankers, okay, they pretty much have their trump card, so to speak. And they're pretty much that trump card is to basically just crash the whole world economy and have everything have to be funneled in ultimately through the MOTB. Okay? So this is what will give them full control, man. All right? And this is going to be a worldwide thing, you see, okay? But it says that and shall eat your flesh as it were fire, and you have reaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hirer of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept by fraud, crieth. Okay? And pretty much, man, this is going to be a trickle down effect because, you know, now Yelling, which is the Fed chairman, pretty much is speaking about job cuts coming, massive job losses coming. You see, you got people that are gonna pretty much gonna be rioting. Okay, you see, you got people that's pretty much gonna lose jobs, and it's gonna it's gonna be more expensive to own your home, through interest rates are rising. It's going to be more expensive for you to for car loans. It's going to be more expensive for the loan that you currently have for a car note. Okay, and it's going to come down to a point where people have to decide between paying the car note or putting gas in the car to putting food on the table. You see, all right. But you're going to have the uproars of the people, man. All right, it's going to hit these shores. We see different videos where we see uproars of the people pretty much going on around the world, but it's going to hit on the next level once this financial collapse comes, man. Okay, because a hyperinflation then collapse has to come, man, for this whole new system to really pretty much go on board. But pretty much the skeleton or the bones of it, the blueprint of it is already set in place. You see? But it says, "In the cries of them which have reaped or entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth," the Lord of armies, man. All right? And the Lord is pretty much going to make inquisition of these things, man. Okay? All right? But let's get back to the video. All right?
Well, why? Of course, we know the answer to that. They needed this event to occur, allowed it to unfold, as to consolidate the system, getting ready for the rollout of the new, completely digital, fiat, monetary system that's going to be rolled out here. And you know how you can rest assured that this is going to happen? Because you got more freaks coming in, more politicians saying, we need a gold standard. We need to go back to a gold standard. That's how you know it's not going to happen. They're just trying to buy votes, as they always do. Now, we understand something else is going on here, and let's pay attention to that. So the Joe Biden-Stein re-election campaign is in full swing, and the mega donors are already pumping who knows how much cash into this man's campaign. Okay, so
one quick note on that. They're gonna see to it that this man stays in office. Okay, Sleepy Joe will stay in office, man. They're gonna do everything in their power to pretty much keep that man as the face, as the front man of the unseen hand. Okay, because pretty much the thing about Trump is that this is why he's being pretty much railroaded at this point in time, man. Bringing up charges up against him, trying to defame him, in any kind of way, because Trump is a common folk man. He's not an insider, okay. Although he may be rich, and he's going to be one that's going to be bowing down to this system. You see, okay. This man is pretty much an outsider, all right, and he's one of those guys that will try to come back in office and heal this place, man. Okay. When they want to basically uproot it. All right, the unseen hand is trying to uproot this place, man, and this man is trying to come in with the bend. Nah, they can't have that, man. They can't have that. Although Trump may be the people's choice, so and that's like the scripture says. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Okay, and this is one of the guys that will come in and try to fix things and make things right and make America great again. And this place is finished, man. Okay, this place is finished, and it's going, and the ship is being driven by the unseen hand, and then challenged into the way of what they want, man. And it's gonna ultimately be pursuant to Revelation 13:16, man. Okay, which is the sea hit. All right, the charagma.
There's another phenomenon that you need to start to pay attention to if you're not already. And that happens to be the economic news. Again, Joe Biden's campaign slogan, "Let's finish the job." Sounds interesting to me. So the propaganda, as you and I already expected, is going to get even more out of control. How strong the economy is, how we're adding jobs. Everything is still fake, of course. But again, it's to twist the minds of people, and that's what this is exactly designed to do here. So I know you get it.
right? And it's systematically going into distracting the people and not really seeing really what's going on behind the scenes, and people don't really realize how money works. You see, okay, and this is one of the things where people are not educated. And really, a lot of these things that these analysts know, and this stuff should supposed to have been taught in grade school, man. Okay, you see, but these pretty much things is where you have to achieve higher learning and pretty much get into the financial sector of education and get these different degrees, to where you would have to pay guys like him, okay, to basically manage your money. You see, and these guys are pretty much are hand over fist, man, as far as providing financial services, man. And in many different ways for people. You see, these people are pretty much working for millionaires and billionaires, man. Okay, but what they're also going to succumb to the system, man. Okay, it's not even about rich or poor. Okay, it's about a small conglomerate of people. Okay, in the pole position, so to speak. Okay, and they're gonna bend. They make the people bend to their will, man. Plain and simple. It doesn't matter if these millionaires that you see out here and people with the riches, man. They're going to reap and howl in that time, man. Okay? Because what? They're not going to have control of what they think they have as assets, man. Okay?
Already if you follow this blog, but I can promise you, you haven't heard a damn thing yet. So be very leery. In fact, I wrote this down. Be very leery about economic news as the Joe Biden-Stein mummy man election campaign is in full swing. As if you have a choice. As if you have any choice whatsoever as to who's going to be put behind the Resolute desk. Understand, they've already picked the next several presidents. You have no voice. We have no representation. Zero. Once you get hip to that, everything is going to be a lot more clear to you. So,
and this is how Edom is done, okay? Because you got guys like him that are basically speaking to where it's beyond their power to do anything, okay? You understand that everything is pretty much being funneled into the will of that unseen hand. You see, and there's nothing that a gun-toting, Edomite that pretty much think he's gonna shoot his way into freedom, or these guys here think he's gonna outsmart and build your own cryptocurrency. These things are not gonna have any type of effect on what they want to will into the earth, man. Okay, you see, these little stop gaps that you think you're gonna create with these other different currencies, and things may go on through a black market for a while, but at the end of the day, Revelation 13:16 is going to come into play, man. Okay, and that will basically fulfill the prophecy, man. That what John saw.
I love this spot.
Well, enough of that. Let's see this commercial.
I always come here and enjoy the view. Soon there will be a house in the way. That's why I bought the digital real estate in Atlas Earth.
Let's talk about some other things that are going on here. The 10-year yield or the debt market, again.
He's getting more into little analytical things, and that's pretty much what I wanted to get from there. But he said the main things that I wanted, basically the topic of this lesson is about. But it says, let's go back to James chapter 5 verse 5. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth, and have been wanton. And pretty much that's the lust and the ways of this world, the things of this world. You have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter, and pretty much these people have been fed to the full. And it's just like you got that you're on a farm and you got that fatted calf. The calf that you're gonna basically sacrifice. You're gonna make sure that it's well fed and that it's fat. To before you slaughter it, man. Okay, you want that to be a nice, healthy calf, pretty much a well-fed one. You see, just like how the Lord has these men, okay, nourished in their hearts, as in a day of slaughter. You see, And it says, ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doeth not resist you. Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth, which is his remnant. Okay? And it says, and have long patience for it, until he receive the early and latter rain. And pretty much, man, hey, the Lord is doing his will in the earth, man, and pretty much waking up his men. Okay? You see, it's going to be the elites first, the elites going with their agenda with the Lord, and his elect going with the Lord's agenda. You see? And it says, be ye also patient, because the Lord's patient with seeing his fruit grow in the earth. So we also have to be patient. Establish your hearts, your mind, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. Okay? And that's pretty much the point right there, Okay? We got to establish our hearts, man, and know this is the will of the Lord, man. These things have to come to pass, man. These things have to come to pass, and pretty much, the way that they have this now, with the whole money system, and pretty much the way the economy is going now, it got the people, pretty much between a rock and a hard place, okay? And pretty much Haggai, the first chapter, is pretty much at a time when Zerubbabel was on the scene, and was basically putting a spirit upon men to build that temple, man. And right now we're building that spiritual temple, but pretty much, he says, how should you live in sealed houses while my house lays desolate? Roughly paraphrasing, okay? But it says, let's start at verse 5. Has Haggai chapter 1 verse 5. Now therefore, thus say Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. Pretty much, what's your ways, man? To ways of where you taken to this place in Egypt, and have not really gone to the sanctuary of the Lord, okay? But really, only the elect is going to be coming to that sanctuary, man. And building that spiritual temple. But it says, verse 6. Ye have sown much, but bring in little, and pretty much, you see that firsthand working, man. You're making a X amount of dollars per hour, and pretty much, you can't even calculate it correctly, because why? It's because taxes are being taken out, man. Okay, so you get after what the taxes are, you get what that is. Okay. A lot of people would be in a much better position themselves, if they actually would receive, penny for penny, dollar for dollar, or what they actually worked. You see? But that's not the case. You see? All right? And pretty much, $100,000 a year, in layman terms, is really not $100,000 that you actually going to possess in a tangible sense. You see? All right? This comes with taxes, But it says, ye eat, but you have not enough, and you're going to really start to see that more now with this economy, how inflation is going to take place, Okay, you pretty much are having to continually have to go to the store and restock, man, and to go along with your budget. All right, you see the price of food is gone through the roof, and pretty much when you buy in a mass amount, pretty much you're spending a great percentage of your intake, on food. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to be put in a bag with holes. And that's pretty much how you want to rate the way that this system is going. And with especially now with the inflation, and then now you're going to start to see hyperinflation come. You're going to start to see it to where you're really feeling like, the wages that you do earn, you're basically putting in the bag, but it's falling right out because why? The bag has a hole in it, man. Okay? the money is spent as soon as you get it. You see? And you're gonna start to see that on a higher level, man. You know? Alright. And put one more precept. This is Psalms let's see, 73 verse 7. But this right here is book 3. Psalms, 73 to 89 was the end of the wicked, contrast to that of the righteous. That's pretty much the context of these Psalms between Psalm 73 and 89. But we're going to read Psalm 73. We're going to jump down to verse 7. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. And hey, you're seeing it up close and personal, man, with these people, man. They are corrupt. They speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. And just like he told, pretty much, the elite told Aaron Russo, pretty much, why do you care about the people? Just worry about your family and just do the things you need to do with your family, man. They don't think much of the people, man. They speak wickedly concerning oppression, man. Okay? They despise it. You see? Right? It says, they set their mouth against the heavens and their tongue walketh through the earth. And pretty much, man, hey, man, this man is devising a plan against Yahweh Shai in his return. And his tongue was pretty much walking through the earth. And what's one of the things that how his tongue is walking to the earth is how he has pretty much had the world bend to his petrodollar, man. Okay, all right, and bringing that perverse philosophy along with it, man. Okay, still trying to turn our boys in different lands, man. Okay, you see, all right. And his way of doing things, his system has pretty much prospered in this earth, man. Okay? And pretty much people have subscribed to it, man. Okay? But now you're seeing that the nations, man, are pretty much getting that bad taste in their mouth, man. Okay? All right? And the Lord's going to bring them against this man, okay? The wicked, okay? All right? And the Lord's going to bring forth his weapons of his indignation, man. Okay, which is the ICBMs, man. All right, and we're starting to see the posturing in the earth, and then, hey, man, all right, we got to put them seatbelts on, brothers, because we're gonna be in for a rough ride, man, but all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Abishai, man, and pretty much keeping a hedge on his elect, man, and I hope I'm one of those men as well as everybody else that's doing this work, man, but we're basically the seers. We basically see what's going on. We basically are in the know, so to speak, man. Okay? So this is not going to hit in a certain fashion, like a ton of bricks like it does with the people that don't know what the hell's going on. Or people that been scoffing, or people that been saying that, we're crazy, and people that are still being distracted by the cares of this world, man. Salakia. But hey, man, we in these times, man, and we're starting to see how this is all pretty much coming together, man. And that when we always talk about Revelation 13:16, man, all right, that charagma, we see it, we can see it, okay, we can see how it's being funneled. We're seeing the systematic manner of how it will come about, man. Okay. This is all a process, and it's all with gradualism. Even with the new systems that we're using as far as with the tap card, man, with the chip in the card, man. You see? All right? So pretty much, hey, man, we're starting to see it, man. All right? So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, Shalom Akim.